Well, it's right around 10 o'clock now. I might sit for the next hour to 11, but as you saw, that doe and the fawns, they came in and that buck followed them right through on the same trail. That worked out perfect. Too bad that wasn't a nicer buck, because that would have been just a great shot right there in the food plot. And this is like a little secluded food plot. There's tons of bedding that way. Potential bedding all down in here. But the best bedding I know is that way, where that doe and that buck headed. And then a little bit after that, like a half hour after, there was a little bit bigger buck that came in on that same trail right in here. But there's an old fence right here. This is all old cow pasture. You can see the barn. Buildings are right up there. And the old fence is still in here that runs up the hill here. And nothing really crosses behind me here. That's where my scent is blowing. It's perfect. And there is like one or two little openings where the fence is kind of like where trees have fallen on it and stuff. But there's so much thick brush there, and the fence is still pretty much there, that little bit bigger buck did not, he stopped like right by this tree right here. And he was a little bit bigger than the other buck, and obviously bigger than those does and fawns that snuck through right in here. So he kind of just paralleled the fence and went up the hill. I got a little bit of video of him like right in here. Hardly anything, you can barely see him, and he must have just walked right up along the edge of that field and then cut over and walked across the ATV trail right between those two big maple trees. And I saw him cut through right there and walk down the brush like right that way to the bedding area. I didn't get any video of him over there because he was moving pretty good. But I think what I gotta do is, I thought there was an opening. I mean, there was a really heavy trail last year for sure, crossing this fence somewhere, but every time I'm down here, I never have a wire cutters to cut a hole in the fence to make a little bit better opening, so I gotta definitely do that sometime in the off season here. But it's perfect having these fences like this. You cut an opening through it, they'll really be using it, and you can really pick and choose where you want them to cross. I just gotta get a little better opening right in here somewhere, and they'll cut right through the food plot for an open shot right here. This is just a natural pinch point between that field right there and the field's on top of the hill. I mean, it's like probably a little over 100 yards. It's probably like 70 yards to that field, probably like 40 yards to this field. And like I said, not much crosses right through here. They're all crossing through the bottom right here in the slow stuff, because as you can see, it goes up towards that field. It goes up behind me, and this is just a low spot right here. This has always been a natural opening right here of grass and canary grass, and I put it into brassicas the last 2 years, and it was kind of a weedy plot, but the weeds have all died off from the frost now, and there's some food down there for them. But this time of year, not even the does are really hitting the brassicas. It's just, you know, they're getting pushed around by bucks, and bucks are cruising through here. It's just a great little cruising plot during the rut.